The thought of getting a COVID vaccine gives most people a sense of relief. It did for me. Well, that's unless you have a true fear of needles, and many might just skip the shot altogether because of a fear of needles. So, Dr. Judy, you're a phobia expert. What do you think?
Well, listen, the fear of needles is actually really common. According to the CDC, about a quarter of all adults have a little bit of a fear of needles. And this is actually termed trypanophobia. This is defined as the fear of injections, and it is actually considered a specific phobia in our diagnostic manual. Just the idea of even looking at a needle approaching any part of your body, people start to have the sweats, they start to panic, they can't think clearly. And what happens is over time, they start to avoid the situation altogether so that they can essentially skip those negative feelings. Unfortunately, obviously, we know that needles are necessary for delivering shots, for taking your blood so that they can examine it and give you an evaluation. And a lot of children actually do start to have this fear. And then if it's not dealt with in childhood, sometimes adults can continue to have the fear too. But so common. And I will say that I have like a tiny fear of needles. It never stops me from doing anything that I need to do medically. But when somebody is trying to inject me, I don't necessarily want to look at it. I mean, I look away, I distract myself. I don't want to look at them piercing the needle into my veins.
Well, I don't have that problem. I'm somebody who can do their own Botox, which I have done. So I don't need to come in and talk about my needle phobia with you, but we would like to bring somebody into our conversation. We have Kamal with us, who says his fear of needles makes it impossible to get any shot. And, that's an issue because at some point, Kamal's going to want to get this vaccine. So welcome to the show, Kamal. How are you?
Hey, guys. I'm doing great. How are you guys doing?
Well, thanks for coming. You admittedly have a fear of needles, correct?
I do.
Interesting. In your case, you don't like needles, but you still have multiple tattoos, right?
Yes, I do, which is a
little bit hard for me to follow, but how does that work?
When you're getting a tattoo, it doesn't necessarily go deep in your skin. It's kind of like the first layer. So I don't know, maybe it's a mental thing, maybe it's not. Who knows?
Well, I've had the vaccine, and yes, it is an intramuscular shot, and you are correct. When you get tattoos, it is intradermal, so it's that layer immediately below the skin. But trust me, and I'm telling you, and I want to tell everyone that's listening, that the discomfort with the COVID-19 vaccine is really nothing. So, Dr. Judy, what can people do to overcome this fear that we're seeing here?
The first thing is to try to reframe your thinking. It's really helpful to think positively. Like if you are going to go get a shot or get your blood drawn, just, it's only going to sting for 1 second and it'll be over very, very quickly. And try not to worry. A lot of the phobias are fed by anticipatory concerns. So if you're thinking about it the day ahead, an hour ahead, just go about your day. Try to keep your mind off of it until you have to do it. Get your doctors and nurses involved. It's really helpful just to let them know, hey, I don't love needles. I kind of have a fear of it. They'll be extra gentle and take care of you and reassure you. And finally, it's really about systematic desensitization. So it's like gradually exposing yourself more and more until you get to the situation. So sometimes I have my patients literally look at some pictures of needles or look at videos of other people getting shots, and it kind of just acclimates them to the idea. And then so then when they get in the chair, they're able to calm themselves down a lot better.
Well, and Kamal, you admittedly say that your tattoos are different because it's a different life experience. Well, maybe rethink there and think of the vaccine that, guess what? This is going to give me back my life as it was before, that it's going to create a safe environment and get back to the things that we all like doing. How's that sound?
Yeah, you're 100% right.
All right, Kamal, you were a good guest. Thanks for joining us today, and you stay safe